Hello and welcome to part 2 of predicting chess outcomes. I called it chess victory in the first video, but I think it's really outcomes because we might also be able to predict draws. We'll see. Just to get started, this is part 2, which means that we've done the overview. If you haven't seen the overview video, I do recommend that you go check it out. We're going to be focusing on the first part, which is extract, right? Extract, transform, load. This is just going to be extraction, which is downloading and uncompressing the data. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but like I said, extract, transform, load. So extraction, we're going to be extracting data from the lichess.org site. If you're not familiar with Lichess, I highly recommend it. It's an open source chess platform, and they publish all of their rated games online after the month is over. So we're going to go in and we're going to download 3 months worth of data. As you can see right over here, they're quite large, 17-ish gigs, almost 18 gigs for August and July there. But what's interesting here is that this is also compressed, right? So these files could grow to be 70 or 80 gigs, depending on how good the compression is. We'll find out. So if you're concerned about that amount of data on your hard drive, please keep that in mind. Also, this process might have to just run overnight in terms of downloading the data and then uncompressing it. It does take a while. We're not dealing with small data here, and the reason is that we have roughly 6% of the games include a Stockfish analysis. Now, Stockfish is the computer engine that gives the analysis, so it evaluates this as 2.35, right, which is 2.35 pawns as an advantage, and this is the information that we're really looking for. So we're only going to be using about 6% of the games that we download data for, but we have to download all of it first and then parse out everything that we're actually looking for. So there is one disadvantage there. We also want the clock times. All of the games that we'll have there have a clock time because that's also a key component. Here's the format of what the files actually look like. We can see that we've got things like event, site, white, black, but what we're really interested in is the result. We're interested in the white ELO, the black ELO, the rating difference. We'll probably just compute that, honestly, rather than extract it. And then we also are interested in the time control because we're going to be interested in looking at rapid, blitz, and bullet time controls. We'll have a handful of each of those to pick from. And then we've got the moves, and we really want the evaluation and the clock. We're actually not that interested in the specific move that's being made, so we'll use some probably some regular expressions to parse out that particular section of evaluation and clock time. Okay, so with that, let's just create a quick bash file that will actually download this list of 3 files. Now, if you want to download the entire thing, you can do that. Here's the download list right there. I'm just going to assume I'm just going to download 3 files. I don't want to download everything. So I'm going to come over here to my terminal, and I've got a chess predictions folder that I'm in. If you'll also notice that I've got a raw data file. So let's touch or create a file that's called download and uncompress.sh. There we go. And we'll open this up in Sublime Text, and we're going to create a shebang user bin bash. Actually, I think for me it's just bin bash and I don't need the user. So we're going to do wget, and the important flag here is going to be the C flag so that it can continue where you picked up if perhaps the process dies somewhere in the middle, right? So in this case, we're going to be downloading 3 different files, and I'm just going to copy that, paste there. And we're going to download 08 and 07. Okay. We also need to cd into the raw data directory, and we need to then uncompress the data. So we'll get that data in that folder, and then we need to uncompress it, which is going to be bunzip2, and we're just going to use a wildcard so that it uncompresses all 3 files, .pgn.bz2. like that. Okay, so theoretically, if we run this file, it should change directory into the raw data file, raw data folder, and then it will download these 3 very large files, and then it will so download them, and then it will uncompress those files. And theoretically, that's the majority of the extract process, right? We're extracting it from somebody else's database, and then now that it's on our hard drive, we're going to transform it. That's the overall process. So let's run this here. Switch over here, and we're gonna say download. Oh, can't autocomplete because we have to chmod +x, which means that we're going to make it an executable file, download uncompress, and then we should be able to run download uncompress. Okay, so it's changed directories into the raw data folder. Theoretically, we'll double check that in a moment, and we can see what our amount of time is that it's going to take to download this file. It's around 2 hours 45 minutes. This is actually not a bad download speed, considering I think Lichess actually has a cap on how fast you can download data from their site. So there you go. This will go through and download 3 different files, so this could take 6 to 7 hours of download time. Let's double check that it's actually working. CD raw data here. Okay, so it is downloading into the correct folder, and everything is working. So at this point, I'm not going to make you watch the next 6 hours of video, right? We're just going to end here, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this, please do give me a thumbs up on the video, like it, subscribe so that you can get the future videos. I'm going to be doing some videos on the bash scripting using grep and things like that. It's all going to be part of this entire process. We're going to build a parser for the PGN files, and we're also probably going to create the final model in Python. So stick with it. We've got lots of different interesting things, different components that are all going to come together in this entire series. At any rate, I hope you enjoy it. If you do have any questions or comments, accusations, throw them down below the video, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.